Okay, so when we're talking about the Pythagorean theorem, the first thing we need to know is that we're dealing with a right triangle, which means that one of these angles, and this one in this triangle, is equal to 90 degrees. When we have three lengths, we have a length of the hypotenuse, and we have the length of two of the legs. What we do is the hypotenuse length squared equals the first leg squared plus the second leg squared. These two are each what is called a leg, L-E-G, a leg. Okay, this is the hypotenuse, H-Y-P-O-T-E-N-U-S-E. Okay, this is the hypotenuse. This is this leg here, and this is this leg here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves some numbers so we can understand this better. Let's say that the hypotenuse, C, is equal to 5. So the length here is 5. Okay, and then let's say that the length of this leg B is 4. Then a common question we'll get is, well, what's the length of this leg? Okay, well, let's input it into the formula, the theorem here, and we'll be able to find it. C is equal to 5. The length of the hypotenuse is 5, so 5 squared is 25. Okay, 25 is equal to, well, we don't know A, so we're just going to go A squared, leave that. And then we know B is 4, so B squared is 4 squared, which is 16, so plus 16. Okay, well, we can obviously minus 16 from both sides, so minus 16, and then we'll just move this over to 25 minus 16. Okay, well, this gets rid of this 16, the negative and the positive, make sure that's gone, and then we have a length of 9 here. 25 minus 16 is 9, so 9 equals A squared. Then we can take the square root of both sides, so the square root of 9 is equal to A, because we can just take the square root of, we'll just do the square root of A squared. Okay, so 3 is equal to A. And one thing to know, just a side note, when you're dealing with square roots, actually A is equal to plus or minus 3, because negative 3 squared is equal to 9, and also 3 squared is equal to 9. So when we see the 9, we can't tell whether it came from a negative number or a positive number. But when we're dealing with questions like this on the length of a hypotenuse, it's always, or a leg, it's going to be a positive number because we're not having a negative length. Okay. So we know that this leg, we don't have to have this question mark anymore. A is equal to 3, right? And we can put this into the formula just to check it one last time. We have C squared, which is 5, which is 25, is equal to A squared, which is 3 squared, which is 9, plus 4 squared, which is 16, which does equal 25. So we know we have our two correct lengths here. Okay, let's do another question. Let's say that you're not given, let's just leave the length here. Let's say that we're only given two sides of the two legs of the triangle. Okay, we're given that this is equal to 9, and this is equal to 4. And we want to know how long is this side. Well, this is a leg, and that's the hypotenuse. Remember that this is the hypotenuse, this is a leg, and this is a leg. Okay, we have the hypotenuse, we know is just C squared currently, is equal to, what's our A? 9. 9 squared is 81. And then B is equal to 4, so plus 4 squared is 16. Okay, 1 and 6 is 7, 97. C squared is equal to 97. Okay, well, that's the length of the hypotenuse, the square of that. So we're going to have to take the square root of both sides. The square root of c squared is equal to the square root of 97. So c is equal to the square root of 97. So we know that we don't have this question mark anymore. We just have it as the square root of 97 is the length of here. And again, we'll input this one more time. We'll just use this line right here. We have c squared is equal to 81 plus 16. Well, if c is equal to the square root of 97, square root of 97 squared is equal to 97, which is indeed from here, we'll pull that out here, equal to 81 plus 16. And that is the Pythagorean theorem in a nutshell.